Yo, what is going on, guys? Oh, let me turn off the other music. There we go. What is going on, guys? What's going on for Saturday night? So we got another JOYTOY Warhammer 40K review. And this time, it is the winner of the poll that we had up. Was it Friday I put it up? It was between Magnus, Lion El'Jonson, and Lion El'Jonson, him. I forgot the third one. Who was the third one that I had in that poll? Oh, it was Alfarius. And what's funny about that is I forgot that I didn't even put Dorn in there. I forgot that I have Dorn, and I forgot that I have two Imperial Fists to open up as well. So I still have more figures to open. It's interesting. Still have more figures. Keep finding more and more figures all the time. So, but everybody forgets about Dorn. Dorn even forgets about his hand that's missing, right? That's the deal with him. So, anyway, we have some fun tonight. We're going to get through Lion El'Jonson. What's actually funny about this is I have been holding off on doing Lion El'Jonson for a long time. I actually sent a copy of, well, I actually sent a copy to Hobby Goblins to do a joint unboxing venture with them. Unfortunately, schedules haven't been able to be worked out, so we'll figure something out in the future. But there's they have a Lion El'Jonson right now unboxed. So, but we're gonna open ours here tonight because I've been dying to open him up because he has everything. Everything. He has everything. I feel like with when he came out, they threw the kitchen sink at him. They gave him every single like thing that you could possibly have with Lion El'Jonson. So yeah. So tonight we're gonna open him up. We got a couple of the other Terminators which I opened previously, as well as Azrael. We'll do a comparison with them size wise. Also tonight we're doing a bit of a difference with the camera. So we're going to try to do a little more pulled in. I'm going to try when I pull out all of the Primarchs and we do a big long shot, then I'll bring it back out so that we won't have as much distortion on the view, and you guys will have like I won't have to bring things closer to the camera, and then we're going to lose focus on those things. So yeah, so tonight we're going to open up Lion El'Jonson, and it should be fun. So we got a couple people in chat. We already got Mr. Smoke. We got our moderator in here. What is going on, Smoke? Everybody hit the chat. Let me see if my button works. Is it working? Oh, it is, but it's hidden. I gotta get it unhidden. Hold on. Where are you? There you are. I gotta get you unhidden. Unhidden. I think this is it. Yeah, I think this will work. Yay! My like and subscribe button is working. Very cool. So we got Smoke in here. We got Cyber Rat in here. The Lion has returned. I'm telling you, they spent all the Primarch budget on him. Yes, they did, dude. He has like 4 heads. He's got this unbelievable shield, the shield that the Emperor had. And then he's got a unbelievable power sword, and then he's got his little Dark Watcher buddies watching out for him, holding his sword, doing whatever he needs to do. So he's got, you are correct, he's got all the Primarch budget. It's funny, it became, what was it? It was Guilliman and then the Lion, and then after that we went into the Horus Heresy figures. So the Lion and Guilliman are their 40K versions, and they got all the budget. They got, especially Lion. The Lion got absolutely everything that you could possibly get. So, I need Azrael. Last one I need. Didn't they just reissued him too? I think a couple months ago, right? They did a reissue, a rerun of Azrael. So yeah. So I got my Azrael. I got my 2 Deathwing Terminators there, and we're gonna bust out Lion El'Jonson finally. I'm actually, out of the heads that you're going to see, I really like the helmeted or the masked hooded helm one. That is my favorite. I love that. I think that's unbelievably awesome. So I need him too, and a few intercessors. Yeah, I'm gonna be good with this because this is like because I could easily fall down the rabbit hole of getting too many Dark Angel figures, right? So I've already broken my rule getting Azrael, but I'm gonna keep it with this because I'm not gonna get influenced to buy more. More Dark Angel figures. So, yeah, and then the other thing we're changing up tonight is you guys do not need to see me when we do these reviews. So this will be a nice and easy swing. We're going to do our review. There's not going to be any gaming tonight because there's too many things that I need to do. I have like 4 videos in the works right now. Plus, I got that monster-sized box in my garage that I have to open up. And then on top of that, I have to get my area set up for all of my JOYTOY figures and start to fix up that. So tonight we're going to do him. And then tomorrow night we'll do our Toy Hammer. So we'll do the news tomorrow night. But anyway, let's get to the lion, because I've been waiting to unbox him for feels like a year. Feels like actually over a year since I've gotten him. I haven't opened him up, so we will see, and we will jump back and forth to the chat and see what's going. That's my favorite head too. The wing helm is cool, but as you see, it's a problematic for pros. Yeah, plus Azrael has the helm. So from a lore perspective, which is kind of another problematic thing, which I want to ask you guys about, because the lion said he wouldn't take it back from Azrael, but he's way smaller. So is it like a magical item that like conforms to the size of one's head? Like, is that how it works? So anyway, so we got our, wow, this is a large fat box too. You can't really tell from this view. But this is a big box. Look at it. The Deathwing Terminators are tall, and they're not even as tall as this box. This box is a thick box, man. All right, so let's get Azrael's Watcher out of the way. We'll get Azrael over here, and let me know if you guys like the much closer view. Again, we'll pull it out once we get some of his brothers in here and some of the other Primarchs and stuff like that. So, all right, so. Again, you can see from the side here, this is the fattest box that any of the Primarchs have come in. Always the fattest box. I think it's dope. I was always thinking that with the Gauntlet, with the Ultimar one too. I agree. I 100% agree. Yes, Azrael does have it, as the previous DA Grandmasters had. I think his helmet is just oversized. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the deal is, because we're going to do a comparison between the helms of a Lion El'Jonson. He is so packed with stuff. He is what Alfiria should have come with. But we're not going to see figures like this anymore from JOYTOY. Not this amount of stuff. No way. They stopped once Lion El'Jonson came out, and they came out with their 30K variants of the Primarchs. We're not going to get stuff like this. So, all right. So we got the back of the box. We got Lion. We got the 2 Dark Watchers. We can see. So he's got a total of 6 hands. He's got 3 displaced hands. I guess 1 for each of the Watchers. That's actually pretty funny. I didn't realize that. And then, dude, look at this. He's got 4 heads. 4. Why did he need 4? I don't know, but it's cool as hell. And then he's got his 2 Watchers with him. Man, somebody in JOYTOY was a Lion El'Jonson fan. I will say that. So, all right, let's get it over to the side. Let's pop it open. See if I can get this to slide open. I know there's some tape on the side. Come on, let's see if I can get this up. I think this is going to be a pain. Yep, this is going to be a pain. Let me just cut this a little more. And then, so did you guys keep the Primarch boxes? I know some of you guys were saying you throw out the normal boxes that the figures come in, but do you keep the Primarch boxes? Because these are really cool. I mean, I keep all the boxes, to be honest with you, because I break them down. In the past, I don't normally do that. I would always throw out my boxes, whether it's G.I. Joe or Mythic Legions. Mythic Legions actually is an easy box to hold on to because it has the plastic outside casing on it, and you can just it's very collector friendly to be able to take it off. This is being a pain in the ass. Wow. All right, that is not how it's supposed to go. So there we go. In his glory, we got Lion El'Jonson packed up nice and neat. And what is this, 2023? So this is a 2.5 or a 2-year-old figure about, right? He looks awesome in there, dude. And you can already see like the amount of stuff that he's coming with. Oh man, but this is what I'm talking about, man. Like, I'm so happy that we have the Primarchs and they're so cool, but like when I got into the JOYTOY line, like I didn't get in because I thought we were going to get these 6 to 7 inch figures. I got in because we had the Intercessors, or the first run figures at the time, and they're a little bit bigger than the 4-inch figures. A little bit bigger than 4 inches. This looks so good, dude. His armor is so well shaded. Holy crap! Look at on his knees. So we're gonna get some of his heads out here. Let me get that Robin Hood helm, or head rather, and then we're trying to get this one. Dude, this is so cool. Oh man, that is definitely my favorite head. Alright, so here's the lion. Very cool. Oh, I'm a sucker for green's my favorite color too. You'd figure I like the Dark Angels, right? Man, maybe after this unboxing, I'm gonna start liking and collecting the Dark Angels. This is why I've waited on opening him up, because I was worried about this. Ugh, damn it. Oh my god, look at how much stuff he comes with. Holy crap. Actually seeing it, actually seeing it as I'm unboxing it is one thing that's, it's different, right? It's very different. Let me get him out of the way. So we'll put him here, and then we got the, he comes with 3 stands. 1 each for his watcher. That's just so hysterical. Wow, dude. Oh, man. Look at the sword scabbard. Wow. Wow. This is... And it fits in there so smoothly. Now, let me know in the comments, is there something special about his sword? I know his shield he got from the Emperor, right? So his father, he got the shield. But what is the deal with his sword? Obviously, is it just a power sword, or is it there's some special significance with his sword that he has? Judgment. Alright. Wow, looks really good, dude. Really good. Very impressive. Dude, that is one hell of a sword. Holy crap. Alright, so then we get his shield, which is actually funny because, I mean, it's big, but like, I mean, compared to his great, this is definitely a great sword because the size of this thing is monstrous, and his shield is good, but I was expected to be a little bit bigger. When we get it in his hand, we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. Wow, looks awesome on the back. They put so much work into this figure. Wow, so amazing. All right, so let's see this. So this is the pinion. What is this? This is what one of the watchers holds, right? So here's the watchers. And these are not articulated, so this one, I guess, is going to hold his sword. I guess so. This is going to hold his sword. And then this one, that's why they need the stands. And then this one is going to hold this. Wow, so we got to get this. I'm going to guess that this snaps in somehow into his hands. Yeah, okay, it snaps in. I see how it goes. Okay. Wow, very cool. They went all out with the lion. Holy crap. I mean, I want to say I guess that's because at the time that this figure came out and was released, that was the return of the lion. So maybe that's why. And these guys are actually going to need the stands. Wow. Okay. So on the bottom we have a little bit of... They actually sculpted their feet a little bit. That's funny. That's hysterical. There's no way I'm gonna... Yeah, he's definitely going to need the stand on him. Then we got the lion's obligatory hands. Oh, these are really cool. And there's a little bit of, see a little bit of dry brushing with that green on the hands. Tiny, tiny bit on the fingers, around the top of the fists. Very cool. These are awesome. I guess exactly which fingers I'm going to need to use, because he's holding his sword and his shield from the Emperor. So let's see. It's a mace. Okay, his sword is called Fealty. I think it's Masterwork Made Power Sword. Okay. So from Mars, I'm guessing. It's a mace, but I use it like a banner. And the Watcher's just carrying it. Oh, it is? Okay. So it is his... So it's Lion El'Jonson's mace? Okay. Well, we're just going to have the Watcher holding it, because he's already got one hell of a sword to hold. So he doesn't need anything else. Alright, so let's get the packaging and everything out of the way. As usual, if you don't have any of these figures, if you haven't opened up one of these before, a la Sandman still has to buy Lion El'Jonson, because he's a huge, huge, huge Dark Angels fan. So he still needs to get Lion El'Jonson. But unboxing these is awesome. These are definitely a really fun experience for being able to do this. So here we go. Here is the lion on screen. Very cool. Very cool. I feel like the Primarch boxes are too nice to throw out. Yes, I agree wholeheartedly with that. Alright, so let's get, because it's going to bug me until I do this, let's get the Watchers on their stands really quickly. So we got the first Watcher holding the mace. So he's going to have his clear stand. I don't have to worry about him falling over. And then this Watcher, looks like he has a thurible. He's going to have his stand on him too. Alright, also, oh wow, cool. I didn't even notice. So he's got his pistol holstered. That is so cool, dude. So then, okay. Then why did the Russ have a plastic blank crap on his back? That's no excuse, because he came out after the lion. Now this is a bit loose. This is a bit of a pain in the ass. This needs to be a little thicker. Do you guys have that same problem? Is your lion's power pack a little bit loose too? Very cool. So yeah, so that's one thing I'm noticing right away, is his power pack isn't fitting as snug in there as back as we would like. That's probably the one thing I'm seeing so far. My only problem with the lion is that he tends to fall backward. A lot of them have to use a stand. A lot have to use a stand. He's amazing, not as amazing as Magnus. Well, Magnus lost to the lion. We'll see what the next run is. I gotta put Dorn in there next time. I have a lot of I have all my Primarchs and poses. Mine were different poses behind their Marines and myself. Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing. Once I get my room set up, we're gonna have all the Primarchs with their respective dudes with them. So very cool. So let's take a closer look at the lion here. Wow, man, he's really cool. I can't wait to get like Russ out here and Sanguinius and do a comparison between them. And what's interesting about this is not the 30K or the Horus Heresy version of the lion. That we'll see. I'm guessing we're going to see a 30K Horus Heresy version of the lion. His shoulders look cool. So his shoulders are on... Oh, they're on a peg system. So he's got his shoulders pegged on. We got this nice and cleanly painted. We've got his bracers on. Nice and cleanly sculpted. Yep. No paint smush anywhere. We've got his lion cloak on. Beautiful green. We got some nice... No, this is actually supposed to be white. I was like, wait, what? Why is that white? But it's supposed to be like this white cream color on the inside of his cloak. But the the green just pops here. Really cool. And then all the gold embossment on the edges of his cloak. Very nice. The lion pelt on his back. We got his lion claws, his tail. What is the deal? Did he act? What is on his home planet? I know that there were beasts and everything like that. Was there lions and stuff, essentially? Man, this is going to piss me off. So his power pack is definitely loose. I'm going to have to put, like... Man, I'm almost ready just to glue this in. Because there's really no reason to ever not have him with his power pack on. Man, I'm almost ready to do that. This is a little looser than I would like here. This thing keeps falling off. So we'll take it off for now as we're doing the review on him. Shoulders are really nice. Nice gold color. Again, I'm not seeing any paint smush or anything like that, or overpainting, or especially from a miniature standpoint. I know you guys are as... Oh, his neck is... Oh, God, his neck is awesome. So this is cool. A lot of the... Especially the Primarchs like Sanguinius and stuff like that, even Russ, their necks are a bit funky. But he's on like a rocker. Wow, they went all out with him. But then why is this not thick enough? Wow, they went all out with this figure. Man. Awesome job. And on the inside again, we got all this malleable plastic / rubber. And underneath here, we've got his pistol, which I'm dying to take out of the holster. So it is tabbed on. This comes off, right? I'm not going to rip this. Or no, this is sculpted on. Oh my God. No, why did they do that? It's just sculpted in? This is sculpted in, I think. Yeah, this is sculpted in. Oh, that blows. Why would they do that? Why would they sculpt in his pistol? So then... that sucks. Come on, this is a $100 figure. Why are we sculpting this in? I know on the miniature it's probably sculpted in, but it's the miniature. They're not going to be... Oh, that's a bummer, dude. Alright, so we got a loose pack as a strike against him. His power pack is loose. And then we got the fully sculpted pistol into... I guess he gets points more than Russ because it's not... Oh, actually, no. Russ is supposed to... Russ has a pistol. And Russ has a sculpted nothing on his back. This one is a sculpted pistol because he doesn't come with a pistol. And I can kind of understand that because... As far as him not coming with the pistol because... He has so much other stuff on. I don't know what the answer for this is. I just don't like having stuff like this on a $100 figure where it would have been awesome to have his pistol, to be honest with you. Like, we didn't need to have... I could have had one less watcher. I didn't need 2 watchers. If you would have said I would have gotten a pistol that could come out of his holster... and one less watcher, I would have taken that. I think most people would have taken that, right? From a lore perspective, does he have to have 2 watchers in the dark? Right? Alright, so he's cool. Well, we got his power pack off from us. Take a closer look at it. On his back, we got the Valor. We get the Angel Wings. And, oh, actually, I thought it was a little crooked, but it's not. It's actually rotating. So that's cool. Good. So far, the 2 points... which kind of stick out. First is more of a QC thing. This needs to be a much larger plastic to be able to fit in there. Yeah, because it's not fitting in snug enough. And then the other thing is his sculpted pistol, right on his hip. I would have preferred. It's a really nice sculpt, and the pistol looks great. But the fact that you can't, right? I'm not crazy here. Now this is sculpted in. Oh man, that blows. That sucks. His armor looks so good. I love the highlights around the edges of it. That green, the light green highlights. So great. Especially on his legs. His legs feel very solid. Oh, very cool. And he's got his symbols on his knee pads. He's got his purity seals on his legs. And then we got the skirt on the bottom. Got a little bit of black wash or a little bit of a Dry brush on there. Very cool. And we get this for his belt around his waist, which goes up to the back. And then he doesn't seem like he's as limited as some of the other Primarchs with the articulation. So he's pretty good. This head, by the way, is getting its time in the sun because we're never going to see this head on him again. not on my figures. So this is a nice head sculpt, though. I love the neck, dude. This is on a rocker. We haven't seen this before. This is so cool. And I love the fact that it covers his neck. I hate when you can see like their skinny, fleshy necks. That's so uncool, dude. All right, so that is the lion. Very cool. Let's unbox or unwrap some of his heads. Then we'll get to his weapons, and then we'll get to the Watchers at last at the very end. So we're gonna look first at. Well, actually, we'll leave this one to last. We're gonna start looking at the helmeted head with the human head inside of it. So the non-masked hooded version. Said that right? All right, cool. So he's got. So it's gonna be interesting to see how does this come off. Is there a huge peg on the inside, and then again, he's got his Robin Hood looking head right there. The eyes are a little bit sparkly, so we get that. That's cool. Now this is an older figure. Oh, his head. It just pops right off. Very cool. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. The neck piece right there. I really do appreciate this. Very cool. Alright, so this is the one with the... Oh, and it actually fits nice and easy. It goes on there. So that's the one with him having his face without his mask. Right? And it actually looks pretty cool. I love the sculpt on the hood. If you've seen any of my pictures when I play paintball, I love running around with the hood, even though it destroyed my peripheral vision. But this is awesome. I love the hooded look. We're gonna do his helmeted version next. This looks cool. And then we're gonna do my last one, which is my favorite. Very cool. He's got these huge angel wings on there. And you know what we'll do, because we already have him here. Here is Azrael. Now, is Azrael not scaled correctly? The helm is wrong too. Because essentially this is supposed to be this helm, right? I thought it was. Or is it a different helm that was gifted to him? I think that might be the case. This one's really tiny though. But there we go with Azrael. Oh, this is a very nice helm though. Very cool. I love this. Why are we not getting this? Why are we not getting the rocker joint with all of the Primarchs? Why is this only with the lion? This would be awesome with all of the Primarchs. Oh, dude, this looks so good. Very cool. Alright, so that is that one. And then we're going to go to the one that I'm going to leave on all the time, which is going to be my armored version inside of the helm. Inside of the hood, rather. Let's take that out in just a second. I'm just checking something. Alright. Very cool. Good. Still running okay. Just checking on the stream. Alright, so. Yeah, the chat just like flew back. Lehman sucks. My lion doesn't. But Dorn's fall over is wrong if you look at him wrong. Yeah, what's up, J Astro? What's going on, dude? When I took those pictures earlier, I had to pose Dorn and then add his pack. Otherwise, it kept falling off while posing. So Dorn has the same problem, huh? That sucks. All the animals in Caliban were mutated monsters from the warp. Okay. Yeah, the sculpted pistol is lame, especially since it looks like it would be a cool looking weapon. Dude, it looks really cool. Really cool. Do you guys display him with his watchers or not? Because I do. They add to his person. For me, I'm going to add his watchers. They're going to be, I have enough room on my area. I'm definitely going to put all of the stuff out for each of my figures. So I do the one with the mace stood in front of him, as well as leading processions, as a fealty, standing with the wing helm. That's cool. Yes, it's supposed to be the same helm. Probably lore and toy design are just not working together. Yeah, because I mean, they're two totally different design helms. The Lion's Power Pack Halo gets in the way of his winged helm. Yeah, I mean, I'm not, to be honest with you, I'm not going to have that problem because I'm not going to be using the winged helm. We're going to put my favorite helm on right now, and this is going to be the one that's going to stay on all the time. Now, what's interesting about this helm is, or head, for me anyway, is this supposed to be his helmeted version? But like just the, so where did these go? Did he take these off so he could have the hood on? Is that what happened? I'm fine with that. This is a cool looking helm, but this is so much better looking. So this is the helm and hood that's going to be on my shelf at all times with the lion. This fits right. It fits right. This looks so cool. Oh my god. The rule of cool is flying out the window right now. He looks so awesome with this, dude. Let's see how it looks with the power pack. And now I don't have to worry about the winged helm being in the way of his halo there. Oh, so cool, dude. Very cool. Definitely, this is how my lion is going to be on my my display. 100%. 100. It still kills me. This is totally sculpted. It probably took more work to sculpt this in here than it would have just to make a an item for him. Just his pistol. Very cool. This is exactly how my line is going to be situated. Oh, this falling off backpack is pissing me off, man. I'm gonna have to glue this on. Oh, man, this is gonna suck. Alright, so there we go. There's the lion. And we're going to start looking at some of his accessories. So this is the shield from the Emperor, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. And then we get his nice sculpting on the back here. All the shields are really good. Even the Deathwing Terminators right here. Same thing. Nice sculpt on the back. Maybe not as much sculpting as what's on the shield here, but still amazing. Awesome job with this shield, dude. So it's gonna go here. I guess it's not too small. It's just his sword is so massive, dude. So this was one of the gifts that he got from the Emperor, right? I glued Dorn pack. Yeah, I'm probably gonna glue the Lion's pack after this. Different helmet. He's a Primarch. He can have more than one helmet. I guess you're responding to my question about the hooded helm not having his wing. So yeah, so he's a Primarch, so he gets to have extra helms. So here's his sword. Judgment. Very cool. The scabbard is so nice, dude. Wow, man. Just a great job on the scabbard. You can see a little bit of weathering on the inside. So amazing. I remember reading the story of the fight between him and Angron when he returned. So cool. There's his sword. So what does he have on right now? So he has 2 gripping hands, which is fine. We're gonna have to change that. So are these gonna be a pain, or are we gonna have? Now these are actually pretty easy to pull off. Yep, so we got the nice grip hand on his sword, which is going to stay. Was he right-handed? Yeah, so that's right-handed. And then we're going to get the shield. Now, how does this work? I'm guessing this goes around the bracer and then on his hand. Oh, we're going to have to take off his... Yeah, I mean, to get a realistic type of grippiness, we're going to have to take his hand off. And we're going to have to sculpt, we're going to have to get this on here without it, which is kind of the case anyway for most of the shields for JOYTOY. And I'm fine with that. Watch me break like his finger or something stupid. Alright, so we got his shield on, and then we're going to just attach it this way, and we'll push it on. Oh, look at how so well designed. Then why is this why is his power pack falling off constantly? He looks awesome, dude. Oh man, he looks great. Look at this. You can't tell me this is one of the best. Him and Russ right now are my two favorite Primarchs. The Lion is hands down the best, in my opinion. This is the best figure that JOYTOY has put out. Sanguinius is awesome too. Russ is really, really good. I haven't opened up one-hand Dorn yet, or Ugly Magnus, but yeah, I think this is my favorite figure so far that JOYTOY has released. Period, and that's including all of the Grey Knight figures. So I wish that Kaldor wasn't so loose, or he'd be up there. And Kaldor just needs a new body too. He's a little small. He's got the older buck. But this looks awesome, dude. Wow, so great. 100,000% he's going to stay like this. He's going to have his hooded helm. I am going to glue this power pack. You're probably going to see me do it on camera right now. Oh, so cool. Very good. Alright, so there's the Lion with... I love this, this neck peg system that they have for him there. That's awesome. Alright, so we got his extra helms. We got his extra heads. We got his hands that we looked at. His scabbards. Let's get a quick closer look at the Watchers. And then we're going to compare the Watcher from Azrael. So these guys... So I guess we're going to just... He'll just... hold. Does he supposed to hold the scabbard? Or the sword? How does... Does he hold the scabbard? Come on, guys. Help me out here. Is he supposed to hold the scabbard? I don't think he's supposed to hold the scabbard. I would assume that he is. But how are you going to get this in here? I feel like I'm going to break off all of the purity seals. Alright? I mean, it looks like it's thick enough for him to hold it right there. Right? Or maybe the... I don't know. It looks like his scabbard's supposed to go in here. Let me look at the chat. Am I supposed to put the scabbard in the Watcher's hand? Let's see. I'm going to... When I set them up, blah, blah, blah. So sick. One of the best. Yeah, dude. I 100% agree, Trevor. Hands down, it's probably, in my mind, the best version of... Or the best JOYTOY figure that they've come out with. Rollback Gorilla Man has... yes, Emperor's Shield that can change sizes. Oh, I didn't know that. Yes, when he got it during one of his Forest Walk challenges, beat Damon Agron with it. Love it. Love that fight. Yeah, I've read that fight. That was awesome. I listened to that fight too. One of the best Primarchs, really. That soft goods from Max Bird. I haven't seen that actually. I haven't seen the soft goods that he's made. But that would look great. I'm telling you, they went all. I think it's because at the time when he came out, the book, they just like went all in. So here's what I want to know. So the Watcher can hold it, both hands in front of the seals. Okay, so let's try it here on camera. Let's do it. So this it goes like this, I guess. I feel like I'm gonna break the seals off. Is it supposed to go like this? Oh yeah, I guess so. Okay. Alright. There we go. I feel stupid. So it is supposed to... Okay, so just behind his hands is where the seals are going to go. Very cool. Again, so that's fine. This one's cool. I would have traded this and the mace for a removable pistol. What about you guys? Let me know in the chat. Would you guys have traded this Watcher, this Dark Watcher with that mace, for a removable pistol on his hip? I would have. I can see some people saying no. They like the display options. But talk about a presence, dude. The Lion hands down, this is definitely my favorite Primarch. Looking at him right now, the green with the hood, with the helm. If you guys seen any pictures of me when I play paintball, this is the exact same look as far as like the head and helm would look when I would run around like a crazy person. This looks so good. Looks so good. Hands down my favorite Primarch. So let's get some of his boys over here, and we'll do a quick comparison with it. Let's see. Let's see. So we'll do, let's see. We'll do Azrael first. So size-wise, right, now we know Azrael is the smaller buck, right? Power, and he's running around in power armor. And I know that the Primarchs are tall, but do you think this is a bit out of scale for Azrael? I mean, granted, Azrael's running around in regular power armor, so he's not running around in Terminator armor, which you'll see here in a second, but is that the right size? Because that would put the Lion at... Man, he's almost double the size of him. Right? He's coming up to his waist pretty much. Without those wings, Azrael's coming up to the waist, almost to his chest, or about his stomach, of the Lion. So is that how big the Lion is supposed to be? I don't know about that one. But it doesn't matter. He still looks awesome. Very cool. And his pack is not falling off. So there we go with Azrael. Let's get Azrael's sculpted. Remember we had this? This was just the piece that went into the top. That was funny. And you couldn't put the scabbard, couldn't put the sword in the scabbard. What is the deal with that? With these random things happening. So here we go with his watcher. And we'll grab the 2 sword watchers. So that's cool. Alright, so we got the watcher, we got Azrael's watcher. So do I have enough room? I have enough room, actually, to do this without having to pull the camera back. So we're going to throw 2 of his Deathwing Terminators, which I opened up previously. And these are awesome, awesome figures. So let's see scale-wise how these are going to scale with the Lion. And how all of them look together. Let's get his bolter in here. And there we go with the Lion. And there we go with the other Deathwing Terminator. And we got the 2 of them with their shields, which look awesome. And their maces. So, very cool. Let's bring him over a little bit. Try to size him up. I'm going to take a picture too. I'm going to start taking the pictures like I did with the Custodes review. And I'll start posting, like I'll do photo dumps on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Or X. Because I've started to post there, believe it or not. Alright, so let's get the camera out really quick. So this is the shot you guys are going to see on Instagram as well. Let's bring him down a little bit. We'll try to get some of the watchers in there. We get Azrael. We get the Deathwing Terminators. And I'll do some more pictures, which you guys won't see, but at least you'll see this one. So we got 2 of his watchers here. And we got the other watcher there. Alright. We get these out of the way. We get this out of the way. 1, 2. Everybody smile. Everybody together, nice and snug. Boom. We got it. Alright. Cool. Azrael is at the perfect height to the Lion. So he is. Okay. I think it should be a little bit taller. He's GM. He's Grandmaster. He's around a long time. He should be older, bigger than other DA. Yeah. If it were, I would trade it, but it came with the way it was. I wouldn't complain. No, I mean, listen. I am going to give you my assessment. I think that his pistol should have been not a just brick on his hip. I think it should have been something that should have came off, especially for the price that we're paying for this. This is this is at the very least now a $100 figure. When it came out, I think it was $120, if I remember correctly. But these look awesome. So as we do all the time with these larger scale figures, we're going to bust out our other Primarchs and we'll do a comparison. So let's get Azrael back on his feet. Standing over here, we got the Watchers out of the way. So first one is going to be the most recent one we looked at. This is going to be Valdor. So let's see Valdor next to the Lion. By the way, who do you think would win in a fight? Valdor or the Lion? And did they ever fight? Did they ever spar? So Valdor and the Lion, pretty cool. Lion is a little bit taller than Valdor. I don't know if that's correct. I think Valdor is supposed to be... Then again, now, I mean, yeah. Lion is definitely a little bit taller than Valdor. But they look good. 100% it should have been a sculpted... It never... 100% it should never have been just a sculpted piece. I agree. The Lion wins. Wow, okay, cool. Alright, so even though he's a 2-year-old figure, man, he is definitely the best Primarch size figure that we've had. Alright, so we got Dorn, we got Valdor there. We're gonna bring his next brother in, who definitely did not defeat the Lion, and that is everybody's favorite Viking boy, Leman Russ, with his axe and his sword. And I really do like Russ. Except for the brick that's sitting on his back of his waist. So there we go with with Russ and the Lion. Very cool. Make sure I don't get these two blurry. Good. I'll do the same thing with Valdor too. And bring him over. Very cool. Definitely the Lion is definitely my favorite of the larger Primarch figures, or the Primarch with the larger scale figures. I like Russ. Russ is definitely a solid figure as well. Let's get everybody's favorite Angel and everybody's favorite good boy, Sanguinius. We have to take him off the stand, but here we go. And his massive wings. So there we go, size comparison. I might as well just hold him, to be honest with you, because he ain't gonna situate himself. And that's what I'm talking about. You see that fleshy neck? That pisses me off on Sanguinius. That is annoying. I love that helm, but that fleshy neck is a bit of a pain in the butt. But yeah, there's Sanguinius and the Lion. Very cool. Alright, so we'll throw Sanguinius over on the side. And we're going to bring the other 40K Primarch into the picture, which is Guilliman. And here we go. So we got the Emperor's Sword, and we got the Emperor's Shield. Now, these two came out essentially around the same time. They were the first two Primarchs that we got, and they're the only two so far of the 40K Primarchs. We got Angron, or Evil or Demon Angron coming. He's going to be their 40K version, even though technically he could also be the 30K version, but it's the 40K version. So in scale, is Robot Gorilla Man the same or the correct height to the Lion? I know that Guilliman is one of the smaller Primarchs as far as height-wise, but what do you guys think? Does this look correct? So yeah, so there we go. There we go with Robot Gorilla Man. Alright. And thank you, Lone, for giving me that name. Now that is never going to leave my brain. Because every time I hear about Guilliman, I'm going to think of Robot Gorilla Man. Thank you. Alright, so I forgot I have to do this. And I put him back in his glass display case. But we're going to grab the big boy himself. One of the best sculpted figures ever made by JOYTOY. Maybe not the best from a design articulation standpoint, but just presence-wise, Horus is one of the best figures. Just design-wise and what they did with him looks absolutely amazing. And there we go. We get the Lion next to him. Looking pretty awesome. Articulated claw. Awesome. Very cool. Just, Horus is so massive. I can't wait to see what Vulcan is going to look like. We get him. Alright, so let me see now. We're going to bring this out. We're going to see if we can get all of the Primarchs into picture here. Let's see. I don't think we're going to be able to do it. I think that ended the other day with Valdor. I think that's the last time that I'm going to be able to get all of the Primarch-sized figures in one picture. Now, we're going to put Lion in the middle. We're going to put Horus here. To do this, I think I'm going to have to try to take off... Oh, I didn't even want to. I don't think this is going to work. Let me see, what can I do here with Sanguinius? Sanguinius is going to be the last one to go in, because I don't think I think he's gonna be the one who's going to be left out. I think I can comfortably get the rest of them in, especially with a robot Gorilla Man on the end. Right, he's a little bit smaller in stature. So I can kind of sneak him in next to his brother Horus. Yeah, we got him in there. And then we get Valdor, the newest Primarch-sized figure that I've opened up. And then we get Russ. So these are the Primarch-sized figures. So far, we still got them in the picture. If we want to get rid of Valdor... I could get all of the brothers in. Alright, but it would be kind of janky because of Sanguinius's wings. Alright, let's put this here. We get his spear. And then we're going to have to bring him over. And we get squished in. Alright, we got all the brothers. All the brothers are in there. Very cool. Gotta squeeze Sanguinius. We did it. We got him in there. Let me get a picture. This will go up on Instagram as well. There we go. Make sure we got Robot Gorilla Man's arm in the picture. Very cool. Very good. Alright, yeah. So, let me put these guys back and we'll do my final thoughts on what I think about the best JOYTOY figure that they have come out with, hands down so far, which is from articulation to sculpt to the amount of accessories, besides the fact that he's got that sculpted brick on his hip. I still think that the Lion is the best JOYTOY figure that they've come out to date with. I definitely think so. Alright, we got him. We got Sanguinius, who I'm still a fan of. Top 3, I would say. Top 3 with Sanguinius is right up there. I'm going to put Horus in his own category just because the size of him, the sculpt, the amount of things that's on him is going to limit anybody's articulation. But he's an amazing figure. And then we get Russ, who's awesome too. Probably one of my favorite figures just to mess around with. And Valdor's awesome too. We just opened him up. Alright, so final thoughts on Lion. Let's get his stuff here. This helm is awesome. It's just going to be displayed with him. This is a cool hooded helm, but we have the far superior masked one, so this one is going to be sitting on the side. Ooh, let me pull it in. This is a bit farther away. Let me bring it in to here. We can get a sword in. There we go. Alright, so this will be displayed on the side with him. This is going to go away. Obviously, the helm, this is a really good sculpted head, but this is also going to go away. All his extra hands, I have no need for. They're nice. I'm glad that he got a fisted hand so he could punch Angron in his big ugly face. And we get the 2 Watchers. And I'm really happy that the actual sword can go in the scabbard there. Oh yeah, dude. This figure is enough to make me want to start collecting Dark Angels figures. I was dreading this, but yeah, look at the shield, dude. So great. Everything about this figure, other than his falling off power pack and the sculpted pistol on his hip, It's great. Very cool. So I'm going to give the Lion the highest score of any JOYTOY figure that I have to date, and he's going to get a 9.5. He's losing points just because his power pack keeps falling off and that sculpted pistol on his hip. So what do you guys say? Do you agree with me? Do you think that the Lion is the best JOYTOY figure that they've come out with to date regarding the really any figure that they've come out with? I think Calgar is going to be up there when he comes out, just because of the new sculpt that's on him. But as far as Primarch figures go, I think the Lion is the best figure. Actually, overall, he's the best figure that JOYTOY has come out with. So, all right, guys, we are going to close up the review now. You can have the watchers hold his helm too as an option. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, which one? Is it this one? Let me see. Look at Trevor giving me ideas. Interesting. Oh, I guess so. Yeah, I mean, it's not going to sit on there totally, but... Oh, yeah, it actually is going to sit on there totally. Very cool. Alright, look at Trevor with the ideas. Very cool. Alright, very nice. Probably going to do that, actually. I like this helm. And then I think, was it Cyber said that he's a Primarch, so he's got extra helms, which is why he doesn't have his wings on, so he's got an extra helm. Alright guys, we're going to close up the review there, but what do you think? Do you think he is the best JOYTOY figure that they have come out with to date? Overall sculpt, articulation, I love that it's like a rotating neck piece where his head goes in. He goes with 4 heads. His sword is amazing. The shield looks great. Let's get this in the picture a little bit more. He's got the shield of the Emperor. Just overall great figure. Enough to make me want to start collecting the Dark Angels, which I probably will, especially when they come out with the Horus Heresy versions of them. So, one other thing too. So this is one of the best figures, in my opinion, that JOYTOY has come out with. Do you think that when they come out with the Horus Heresy version of the figures, the Horus Heresy Dark Angels, are we going to get a new Lion? And what will that look like? Will it look the same? What will be the differences on the 30k Lion? I guess then the question also goes for Robot Guilliman or Robot Gorilla Man. Will Guilliman have a different armored look? I don't know how you would. I would assume that they're really pretty much the same between the Horus Heresy and this version, right? Same thing with the Lion. I don't think that his armor would look different, right? He's very posable for having the cape, waist, big pauldrons. I did nothing to aid his poses in my picks. Yeah, he's awesome, dude. Yo, what's up, Recon? You are just catching the end of it. Glad that you could drop in, sir. We're just closing up shop here. Just as a quick catch-up, I am giving the Lion a 9.5, the highest rating out of 10 of any JOYTOY figure I have, with the caveat saying that Horus from the Horus Heresy, Horus is going to be in his own category, because the amount of sculpt on that figure is insane, and the bulk and everything. But overall, I like the Lion the best, and we'll put 1A is going to be the Lion, 1B is going to be Horus, and then right below that will be, man, I think Russ is probably going to, surprisingly, I think Russ, out of the figures that I've opened up, is probably right there. And then we go Sanguinius, and then Robot Guilliman. So, Robot Gorilla Man. So, oh, I didn't know that. So Guilliman's 30k armor is way different. You're gonna have to put some pictures in the Discord then, Primarch, Mr. Lone, because I have not seen a difference between Guilliman's armor. Throw some pictures in the Discord so I can see this, so I know the difference between them. So I'll mix and match my 30k and 40k figures. don't give a fuck. Yeah, dude. Amazing Primarch. 100%, dude. Like, he is hands down, posability-wise, everything is awesome. The only two negatives about him, which is probably the only reason why he didn't get a 9.8 or close to a 10, is because his power pack is falling off the peg on his back, so I'm going to have to glue that on. And then the other thing is his hip. He has that gun that is just a sculpted piece inside of that holster, and it looks so awesome. I really wish that we would have gotten an actual pistol that you can pull out from that. So very cool. Love his character arc and how he has changed. Yeah, Lion's awesome. And if you haven't read the book or listened to the audiobook of the Lion, The Return of the Lion, you have to. It's amazing. I hope 30K G-Thug has the Power Claw. I would assume that he is going to. They got to have some differences, right? On big differences, too. And by the time that they come out with, I would assume, the Lion and Guilliman, we should have, a lot of differences between. There should be a totally different sculpt. Obviously, Guilliman is going to look totally different, right? He has the smallest Primarch, period, in, I think, lore, or one of the smallest, and he's really the smallest, and kind of out of the sculpt, out of some of the other Primarchs. So, all right, guys, we're going to call it there. Awesome review. Definitely my favorite Primarch of all, a Primarch size figure that I have reviewed. And right next to him is Horus. I'm not going to discount Horus because that sculpt is absolutely nuts. So, all right, guys, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. Again, as usual, guys, like and subscribe if you like this content so I know, and I'll keep putting out more reviews like this. Hopefully, too, tonight the review is a little bit better. I'm getting not so lazy with my camera. I'm starting to do like how I would normally do, zoom in review for my reviews when I tape them, which I'm not doing anymore. We're going to do all live reviews like this. So, all right, guys, we're going to call it a night here. I am a little bit tired, plus I have some more videos that I have to finish editing and putting out. Next, or tomorrow, we'll do Toy Hammer. Same time, we'll do 11 o'clock. We were going to have Mario from Mario Infinite Collectibles on tomorrow at 4 p.m. But Mario, unfortunately, had to cancel. We'll have him on, I think, next week or the following week. And Valrak also messaged me just today, and we'll be setting up. He's going to be the next person on the Beyond the Lore video series. So we got the Sandman already. We had the Remembrancer. So the next one is going to be Valrak. And I'll be setting that up over the next month or so. Whenever Val has some time, we'll have him jump on. And be on the lookout also. We're going to put up a vote for next Saturday's Primarch to be opened. So it's going to be Magnus. I know Lone is wishing that Magnus wins this one. So it's going to be Magnus, it's going to be Alfarius, and it's going to be the Forgotten Man. The one I forgot about that I still had and I have to open up. And that's Dorn. So maybe we'll hold Dorn until Valrak finishes the next interview behind the lore. So, all right, guys, we had fun. I had a blast tonight as usual. I love these type of live reviews. I love being able to interact and talk to you guys as we're doing this. Way better than tape reviews, in my opinion. So, all right, guys, I'm going to call it there. Have a good night, guys, and I will talk to you tomorrow. All right, guys, I'm out. Later.